So, Craig, scoreless here today against top of the league, Tamworth. What are your initial thoughts on the game?
I'm happy. The last two performances haven't been to our standards. I tweaked it a little bit today, and it's got nothing to do with what I tweaked. It's down to the lads on the pitch that sort of have brought that to the forefront, and they've done absolutely brilliant. And I said to them when I went in, I said we've come away from top of the league a little bit unlucky that we didn't get all 3 points. The keepers pulled off some amazing saves. We had little chances where we had a little bit more composure, we could have scored. But listen, it's stopping that last two rot. That's what we want to stop the rot. Them last two games just wasn't good enough, and I think the Scunthorpe and the Alfreton game before that, I think it took a lot out of us physically, mentally, and I think we went into the last two games tired. But today, I asked them individually, because we always talk about collectively, because this is what we want, but I said individually now, I need you to pull it out. And individually, each player was fantastic today, from the starters to the subs that come on. Everybody done their job, and it's a good day. Obviously, we'd love to come away with 3 points, but you've got to be happy coming away to Tamworth, who's top of the league, and they're a good team. You can see why they're up there. So I'm proud of the lads today.
And that adds an intimidation element, doesn't it? Obviously, top of the league. Much has been said about Jas Singh. There are now 21 clean sheets that he's got in the league alone, leading all top 6 English divisions. But you created chances. Jimmy had a couple, yourself had a header, I think, that just looped over as well. Was that down to those sort of individual little tweaks that you've made, or was that, like you say, there was a little bit more freshness in the legs? It's coming away to top of the league, wanting to try and get that sort of on paper upset, I suppose.
Yeah, it's the little tweaks obviously help, but it's as I said to the lads, as much as I could tell them loads of information, but I can't make them do it, and they went out and done that today, so that's credit to them. Listen, on another day we could have won 2-3-0, on another day you could have lost 2-3-0. That's football, and this league's mental. You can do well against top of the league and lose to bottom of the league, and it's just the way this league is. It's a strange league, but to come here and to get a point, to keep a clean sheet for ourselves is a good thing after conceding 5 in the last 2. But listen, their keeper's been unbelievable for them all season, and they're up there probably because of how well he manages his back line and how he stops the goals from going in. He pulled off some unbelievable saves today, especially from George in the last minute. So listen, hopefully we can start to keep more clean sheets, get Cam Mason back up to top of the clean sheet form, where he wants to be, and he's good enough. He's a fantastic keeper with so much potential, and hopefully on Tuesday, any of these little chances that we had today, we can take.
Speaking of Cam Mason, he had a great game himself this afternoon, pulled off some fantastic saves, particularly off of Kyle Finn's half volley on the left foot on the edge of the penalty area. The whole defensive unit had a strong game, especially when he had to contend with the long throw-ins of Tom Tonks. What was that like to try and circumnavigate?
Listen, I've never seen lads so big in my life, and I'm everybody's big to me, but they're just giants. But no, listen, we knew what their strengths were, and they're good at it. And that's why they play to a system that suits them, and it suited them today, and they created chances and they gave us a bit of a scare. But Cam Mason was fantastic today, absolutely brilliant. His composure with the ball, when I can see him sort of talking to the back line, his decision makings, when to go long, when to go short, is fantastic. And I think if you ask Cam about the last 2 games, he probably wouldn't be happy with his own sort of standard that he sets himself, and he's come out here today and pulled off an unbelievable save, kept us in the game, gave us a clean sheet, and we're going away with a point. So listen, that back 5, including Cam, which will make it a back 6, has earned the right today, and everybody else has put a shift in to grind out that result.
One of the members of the back 5 did make his way off towards the back end of the game. Devon Matthews went down a couple of the games, what looked like to be sort of cramping. Is that all that it is at this stage, or is it a little bit more serious at this time?
I think he's just soft, really. No, man. No, Devon, he's felt a little bit in his hamstring. And listen, Devon's been outstanding all year, and he's probably someone that you don't want to risk. But asking Will to go in there, brilliant. Jamie Allen then goes from being up front to being left wing back, and they just adapt to it. The lads have been brilliant, and listen, you never know where it's going to end us, but coming here and getting a point shows what we have in the dressing room. Not many teams will do it, but this point means nothing unless we go put on a performance on Tuesday. If we don't do that, well, this is this is pointless then. So we have to make sure that we bring this positive, this attitude and everything else that comes with it into the game on Tuesday, and make sure that we come away with something again.
And how do you keep that collective, like you say, responsibility, collective accountability for each other when you come home on Tuesday night against Darlington?
I'll buy them all a pint in the bar afterwards, and hopefully that'll make them smile. No, it's see, as I always talk about collectively, and collectively me, Jack, Mark, Kizzer, everybody, all the staff, everybody will try to do as much as we can to keep that mindset. But sometimes the lads have to take a bit of responsibility from themselves, and individually they have to be able to take themselves from playing in front of a good crowd today, playing top of the league where you know you've got a good fight against you, to on Tuesday night it's not going to be as busy. Darlington might sit back because they're in a position where they don't want to lose games, so it's going to be tough. But individually the lads have to bring the attitude, the desire, the determination that they had today, and if they do that, I feel like we can do well Tuesday night. But it has to be the same attitude, same intensity that we played at today, and if we can do that, well then we shouldn't go too far wrong.
Great, thank you for your time.
No problem at all.